Harmonic presents the Boys 14th Region Tournament on HT24.
Hello everyone and welcome to night 2 of the Boys 14th Region Championship Tournament. Brady, how do we feel about tonight?
Well, I think we've got two great matchups tonight as the Estill County Engineers take on the Wolves of Wolfe County, and then we see the Hazard Bulldogs take on the Knott County Central Patriots. And, you know, I think that we'll see a good game between both of the two. I know that Estill and Wolfe have played earlier on in the season, and Knott and Hazard have played earlier on. And throughout the tournament, we've not seen many games that they necessarily have played each other. You know, there's been a few that we talked about in the girls' matchups the other night where neither teams had even played each other.
Absolutely.
So tonight we kind of have a look of what to expect.
Absolutely. You know, you and I have talked a lot about stats and records and things of that nature, but quite frankly, those are just, tonight, they're just kind of out the window.
Just get rid of them.
They're just out the window.
They're pointless. They're pointless at this point.
We got a great matchup coming against Estill County and Wolfe County. Both very close as far as in the region goes. You've got Estill County coming in tonight with Casey Cheney coming off of a 16 points per game season. Very impressive season. And then you have sophomore Caleb Creech, who also comes in with about a 16, 17 points per game season. How do we feel about that matchup tonight?
Well, you know, I think that both teams have great athletes across the board. Obviously, you know, covering sports here in the 14th region, a name that I've heard so much throughout the year without really seeing either of these teams play is Caleb Creech. I've heard that name over and over, and I expect to see a big-time performance out of him tonight.
I've got to see Caleb play a lot down just with Breathitt being down in the 55th. And every game he's had a phenomenal game.
Yeah.
He shoots the ball really well. He's able to get out in transition and score baskets at will. He does a great job driving. Well, Brady, let's switch things up here a little bit and talk about this facility that we're at. We spoke on it. Wes and I spoke on it last night. You can't really talk mountain basketball without talking Knott County. And B.B. King and this court here is named after him. A beautiful facility. We had a great meal earlier at the hospitality room. Yeah, I know you're a student here at Knott County. What does it mean for you as a student seeing your classmates out here on this floor tonight?
I mean, just like you said, you know, any case you talk about mountain basketball, they talk about the Morton Combs Athletic Complex and the rich history within Knott County Central High School basketball here, as we had a great few years there with B.B. King as he coached and led our team through to multiple state tournaments. And unfortunately, I don't think we won a state title during that time, but I do know that we got to state quite a few times, and he was just a great coach. And I think it's a great thing for them to have the court named after him. You know, he definitely deserved it. And, you know, it's just they're just being in this gym, there's so much history and so much basketball that has been played. You know, there's been improvements over the years. The court might look new, but we have an older piece of the court here just on the wall with us.
Wes and I spoke about that as well yesterday. I got to come up last season and do a lot with Coach Huff and his Patriots on some different video stuff and videography things. And one shot that really stays with me and I kind of hang my hat on, we had Coach Huff down here just on the sideline doing a little interview for a video, and we had all the lights in here turned down, and Coach Huff spoke on that, the aura. He called the aura of this facility, and the case stays illuminated, and it was in the background all lit up, and we had Coach Huff sitting there talking about, you know, what it means for him to be a coach here, and it's just a different feel. Once you cross those cut-throughs coming off of 80, when you turn right off of 80 or left off of 80, depending on where you're coming from, but when you come down that mountain, it's a completely different feeling. You know, this facility here was flooded just not too long ago. I'm sure you remember that.
Yes.
This whole floor, I came in here, it's during football season, and this whole floor was up. It was peeled up, and this is a new floor here. Spoke with Coach Huff again yesterday and talked to him about, you know, like I told you earlier, it's kind of with Hazard, it's kind of like cooking at home.
Yeah.
You know where everything's at. His team is going to come into this, I think, really well prepared. You know, getting to play at home, that's obviously a huge advantage for him.
Yeah, I think that definitely can't hurt anything for the Patriots. No. You know, all it can do is help.
Absolutely.
You know, as I mentioned again the other day as we talked about that cooking at home mentality, you know, a lot of people they don't believe in that home court advantage. You know, it's the same court or whatever, but it's not. Like you said, as Coach Huff mentioned, just the aura in this facility, and being one of, you know, the biggest gyms probably here in the mountains.
Oh, yeah.
You know, a lot of times you go into gyms and you see all this new bright stuff, and here it's just you can feel the history behind
Absolutely.
it.
I put a photo out today for tonight's games, and I took it yesterday, and it was an empty gym. There were a few people in here, but it was just beautiful. It was a beautiful photo, and I think with the atmosphere here last night, it was phenomenal, and I expect nothing less tonight. I think that we're going to have two huge crowds for each game.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think that we're looking at a really big crowd. I know Estill County travels really well, and I know Wolfe does as well. They bring a huge crowd, and as we know, you know, going in talking a little bit about the Hazard and Knott game, you know, Knott's going to pack this out for their Patriots.
You know, it's a home game, and being this big of a game at this point in the season, the Patriots know that this is the point that they have to get to. We talked to Coach Casey Huff the other day, and I heard Coach Huff say something that really stood out to me. And, you know, obviously Hazard is arguably the top team in the 14th region, and he said, you know, I'm kind of glad that we get to see them this early in the tournament.
Oh, yeah, it's a very exciting
because they've had time to prepare, and they know that now is the time that they have to do it. You know, before, if you see them in a semifinal game, then you don't know where you're going to be that next game. You don't know if you're going to be at that next game. And now they've had time to prepare.
It's win or go home.
Yeah, exactly, and they know that. And so that's really what's going to bring that crowd out.
Absolutely.
And then obviously with Hazard being one of the top teams in the region and ranked very high in the state, everybody's going to want to come out and watch them.
Absolutely. And you know, you've got a team like Wolfe County coming in here, going back to the first game for tonight, starting at 6. We have, you know, Wolfe County and Robert Scott Creech, like the old song go, he's no stranger to the rain.
Definitely not.
You know, so we look forward to that matchup. And, you know, I know we come here for a basketball game, but guess what we have?
We've got a concert.
We've got a concert sitting right here, right behind our cameras. So when it gets really loud, you're going to know what that is. We spoke on them earlier.
You'll hear the train rolling.
Hear that train a-coming.
Yep.
Hear that train a-coming. And you've got the Estill County Marching Band, who is a 4-time champ. Got it
Estill
down.
County does a great job at this.
They do a great job. I feel like I'm at Dollywood.
Oh, yeah.
Feel like I'm at Dollywood getting ready to get on that train.
Yes, sir.
They do a phenomenal job. They're 4-time state marching band champions. And I'm sure and there's no wonder.
Yeah.
There's no wonder. We spoke on them earlier up at Memorial, how well of a job they do, and they rock the place. They truly rock the place.
Yeah. Everybody's attention is on them whenever you hear them.
Yeah. Talking about a great sound. They do a phenomenal job every year. Always look forward to hearing from them when it comes tournament time.
Yeah.
And in districts. I'm a huge Estill County Owls fan and get to go down and watch them in districts, and they do a phenomenal job. They have several different band instructors.
Yeah. Very well organized. They know exactly what they're doing.
They do a phenomenal job. They're not a 4-time state champ for nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's always a treat to get to hear from the Estill County Marching Engineers.
Yes, sir. So back to tonight's matchups. What do you expect to see out of Wolfe County and Estill County for one of them to stand out above the other? What's going to be the takeaway for one team to stand out here?
I think in order for Wolfe County to really to win this, in order for them to win this game, I think Caleb Creech has to play his game.
Yeah.
He has to. He's a floor commander. He does a great job at that every game. And I think that, I said a number earlier, but I don't want to do that again. I don't want to ruin my my 1-0 record of guessing numbers. So I'm going to say that Wolfe County is going to come out in a press. They play hard-nosed defense. Mm-hmm. They're an excellent defensive team. They got Brady Robinson down low that does a phenomenal job at finding a basket and getting a basket at will. They do a great job. You've got on the other side, you've got Casey Chaney, who can take over a game. Yeah. And this Estill County bunch, we watched Powell County. They were the runner-ups. This Estill County bunch is coming out of the 53rd, or not the 53rd. But out of their district as the winners. Yeah. They beat Powell County in the district championship. So they've done their fair share this year. And you can hear that marching band again in the background. They do a great job. I'm not sure if you can still hear me or not, Brady.
Man, honestly, it gets kind of scary sometimes.
It does.
The other day when we saw them in Memorial, I think I jumped.
Yeah, when you see the instructor's arm start flailing, you know it's time.
Yes,
it's time. You got to always watch.
Yes, sir.
But going into tonight's matchup, I think that Estill County has to close out on Caleb Creech. Defensively, I think they've got a very strong defensive team. Obviously, we've seen Powell County. Yeah. They shot the ball really, really well.
Oh, for sure.
And I think that they were able to close out on that a little bit during districts. And I think that we'll see that tonight. I think you see both teams come out. And obviously it's a different time. It's March Madness.
Yeah, exactly.
You've got teams that are going to play out of their minds. It's win or go home.
Exactly.
It's win or go home. You have to have those big breaking points.
So let's back up and talk about that game that we saw yesterday, because that was truly one of the best games that we saw all season, and going into overtime.
We've harped on that all week long, about championship-type caliber games in the first round. We've harped on that all week long, and we definitely saw that last night. We were not shocked last night to see that. You had Breathitt and Perry in that first game, came down to a 4-point game. Incredible job by both the Bobcats and the Commodores. And fortunately enough for the Bobcats, they were able to knock the Commodores off and come out with that win. And then we got to see some free basketball in that second game with Jenkins and Powell County. Powell County ended up winning that one in overtime. With Powell
coming in as a loser.
Absolutely, out of that runner-up bracket.
Yes, sir.
So I look forward to nothing less here tonight. I think this first game is going to come right down to the wire. I think that, like I said earlier, Coach Creech is no stranger to the rain. Yeah. He knows what it takes to win these types of games, And on the other side, Coach Huff, I know he has his guys prepared. Yeah. There's not a doubt in my mind.
And like I said before, he's had time to prepare.
Absolutely.
Knowing that this is their moment.
Absolutely.
He has these guys prepared mentally, physically, in every aspect of the game. I know they've been watching film, they've been practicing, they've been working hard because they know that they were facing a strong Hazard team coming up.
Oh, yeah. And anyone at home watching knows that we don't have to tell them about the Hazard Bulldogs and Coach Al Holland. Their season speaks for itself. Yeah. You've got Coach of the Year in Al Holland and 14th Region Player of the Year and Mr. Basketball candidate in Evan Eversole.
Yes, sir.
I think we look for a big game out of Evan tonight.
Yeah, Evan Eversole just comes in really strong with that size. And I think that's something that Knott may struggle with tonight. Yeah. Finding somebody to really put that pressure on him. We see Knott's Braxton Reed, and when he comes off the floor, what do you have to replace him? But I have heard that Knott's Michael Gibson, who has been out majority of the year, should be coming and playing tonight.
A little insight, huh?
A
little insight. See, this is the great thing about having a student, a peer on the show.
So if they are able to get Gibson in the game tonight, I think that he fills that gap.
Oh, yeah.
That need for size in there to match up with Eversole.
I watched him play a lot last year. I watched him play a lot last year, and
coming off of an injury, some players perform well, some players don't. So I think it'll be interesting to see how he performs tonight if he gets a chance to play.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It'll be an exciting game. Yeah. It'll be an exciting game. You've got Hazard that runs 8 deep. Yeah. Any 8 players in that lineup could start anywhere else in the state of Kentucky, in my opinion. You've got Trace Kincaid that can come out and hit you 3 or 4 threes and does a phenomenal job on the defensive side of things. Does a great job. He has, and you've got several key guys, Dalton Combs, Seth Cottle.
Yeah.
You've got guys that can play.
They can just
that
shoot
are
all
absolute
around.
players that defend the ball really well. I don't think anyone in this tournament wants Hazard in the first round.
Yeah, definitely not.
You know, unfortunately for the Patriots, they got them. But I look for a really good game out of the Patriots.
Yeah,
and
for
like
sure.
we said earlier,
They're prepared. They know what's coming.
100%. 100%. Let's get back to talking about this facility here at Morton Combs. You know, we spoke earlier. I asked you, you know, what it means for you to be here calling these games. And so what does it mean, Brady, for you to be sitting here, you know, talking about your peers, your classmates? Yeah. You know, it's obviously a big deal for you. We have a great time doing this, but it's also really cool for you, I would imagine.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, I've been coming to this gym for as long as I can remember. You know, my parents have brought me to ball games here to watch some older days of Knott County Central basketball during those B.B. King days.
When those banners were hung.
Yeah, when those banners were hung. And it's just always been a great atmosphere in this gym. So being able to hang on to that rich history and be here, being in the moment, on the floor, right there up and close with these guys, and knowing these guys majority of my life that I see out here play on the floor, there's nothing like it.
There's nothing. And I could imagine being in your shoes, you know, getting to do this for your classmates and the other kids that you know in the area, these other area schools. Yeah. It's a great thing, you know, and a very exciting time. And again, there's the Estill County Marching Engineers coming in with part 2 of their concert. Yeah, it's I feel like we're talking a little loud. Yeah. I feel like we're talking a little loud, but maybe not, just to get over the concert here. I was trying to get them to play Freebird earlier, and I don't think they're
prepared for that one.
Yeah. But in the words of Stone Cold Steve Austin, give me one more, give me one more, give me one more. Brady, we have a long week of basketball.
Yes, sir.
We have a long week of basketball left. A lot of basketball to be played.
Yep.
We got 2 great games here tonight, and then we're back up at Memorial tomorrow night for Breathitt versus Knott. So that'll be a great game.
Yeah.
That'll be a great game.
I think that we'll see some interesting basketball there as Breathitt takes on Knott Central. And then who is the other matchup that we have on Friday?
The other matchup will be Letcher and Hazard.
Letcher and Hazard.
Again, we talked about Hazard having that home court advantage. Guys, we're going to take a break, and we're going to send it up to the guys in the booth. Thank you for watching the pregame show. I'm Josh Deaton.
I'm Brady Sloan.
Thank you for
tuning
watching.
in.
Great communities attract talented people to live, work, and raise their families. We're committed to delivering future-proof broadband so our friends, families, and neighbors can live rich lives in smart rural communities across America. Your community is our community. We're your rural broadband partners. You do great things. We make great things possible.
My name is Emily, and I'm from Laurel County. When I was searching for a college, I wanted to find a place that felt like home and where I could make a difference. The moment I stepped on Alice Lloyd's campus, I knew this was where I belonged. There's a sense of community here and a focus on serving others that you can't find at other colleges. For me, it wasn't just about continuing education. It was about being a part of something bigger. Apply now to find your home at alc.edu.
Quick 14th Region Boys Regional Tournament. You're joined here on Hometown 24, and tonight's first round games will be, first of all, the Wolfe County Wolves versus the Estill County Engineers, followed about 25 to 30 minutes by Knott County and Hazard. I'm Manus Blair, and I'm joined by Jim McCauley tonight. David Adams is down, and we pray that he gets his voice and everything back, and hopefully he can come back to us tomorrow night as we will go on back to Hazard for the semifinals. And Jim, tonight's games hopefully are as good as last night's games.
Yeah, they're really going to have that's a big task, Manus, because we absolutely had 2 dandy ball games last night. That first game, we thought, wow, this game is great. Can we top this?
And we did.
And then we had an overtime game, the second game. So phenomenal opening round of the 14th Regional Tournament, and I'm sure that tonight's going to be the same.
And, going back and just kind of reviewing last night, Breathitt County defeats Purry Central 64-60. And, as you said last night, it's just really hard as a broadcaster, a player, a fan of the teams to see seniors go out when they give their all. And, Breathitt County with Austin Spurry, has 31 after 3 periods, and he plays his heart out. And, Trayton Woods and Bo Bacon for Purry Central, they just play so hard. And, Tyson Neese and those guys, and you just feel for them.
Well, and that's the unique thing about this job. As ex-coaches, athletic directors, even calling these games, you become attached to watching the kids play, and the ones that really give all they've got. And when the game's over, just like being a coach, it's bittersweet to watch them.
On Facebook today, I read Trayton Woods' post, and tears were coming down my eyes. And it just shows what mountain basketball means to these students. And I started to say children, they're pretty much grown men now, 16, 17, 18. Second game last night was Powell County defeating Jenkins 85-68 in overtime.
Yeah, and minus that score wasn't indicative at all to the game.
No.
When you look at overtime, and Jenkins misses about a 28-footer at the buzzer that would have won the game, and then they got into some foul trouble in the overtime period. And, man, it was just a really intense game. Lead changes all game long, and just a fun game to be a fan to watch.
And once again, when you have the seniors of Jenkins going out and you see the pictures on Facebook and other social media, your heart just goes out. Braden Sexton was cramping up right there at the end of the game. And, Powell County was just able to get a few more rebounds, able to make a few buckets. And so that sets up the first semifinal on Saturday at 1 o'clock between Breathitt and Powell County.
Yeah, it'll be a very interesting game. Powell's got a lot of size and strength on the inside. Can they match up with Terry and Gross? That's kind of the big question, because one constant that we have seen over the last couple of weeks, Austin Sperry is going to get his.
Oh, yeah, and he's been a lot more aggressive offensively. And really enjoyed Powell County. They played with a lot of aggression. And Ramsey there in the last part of the, fourth quarter into the overtime was just outstanding for Powell County and Coach Grove.
Big shot after big shot.
So we're looking forward to that. Moving into tonight's game, we have not had Wolfe County and Estill County. We've both watched them on video, streaming, and et cetera. But, when you start looking at first Wolfe County and Coach Robert Scott Creech, what comes to your thoughts after you're viewing them? And, we've watched them several times from afar. What comes out for you?
One thing, a shot clock would not be needed. Two, they've got some guys that can fill it up. I mean, you're looking at Caleb Creech and Camden Oliver, who can absolutely light it up when they get on and outside, from the outside. They play a very hectic style of basketball. So, for them, I mean, they're going to come out and they're going to take the shots.
Yeah.
So it just depends if they're on or not, where they are at the end of the game.
And Coach Creech has always had that system where they play carefree and they're out and they're trying to take you off the dribble for the kick for the three. And then, of course, you got Brady Robinson, who plays kind of inside. He does shoot the three, shoots it at 39% as the center, but Brady averages 9 rebounds, and he's the key person. And going against, and I guess we'll move right into Estill County, Jack Sneese.
Yeah, and Jack's, Manus, he brings that football mentality. He was the quarterback for Estill County. Estill County had a good year in the football program. And you can see when Jax is out there, he's rough as a dadgum corn cob out there. And he will bounce you around, and he does a great job controlling the boards for him. But they've got a kid that can absolutely fill it up. And I was watching the district championship the other day. And Casey Chaney. Casey Chaney.
Oh, yeah.
He is legit.
Yeah, he's averaging 20.7 points a game. And at one time in that district championship, I believe he had 24 of the first 28 points. And, he brings a lot of different things in relation to experience and belief in himself. So, therefore, a lot of good things with him. And he came off that really good team that they had last year and had a great deal of experience. And he's conveyed that over to his teammates and getting them here and being the champs of the 56th district.
Yeah, and he's a 3-level scorer. I mean, he can shoot it from outside, but I thought he shined most in that 12 to 15-foot jump shot.
Yeah.
He can go to the rack, draw the foul. He's the guy that you're going to have to really be aware of where he's at. And he's very, very, very active. And they run a lot of flex.
And he draws a lot of fouls
yes.
and gets to the free throw line a whole lot. And these two teams have played each other twice this year. Both of them have defeated the other on their home floor. So this is the rubber match between these two. And then we'll see what have they learned about each other and who can come out in this rubber match tonight.
Well, we both have agreed. We think it's going to be a frenetic pace game.
I believe so.
It's going to be a lot of up-tempo. Should be a fun game for the spectators to watch.
And, I think, too, somebody on Estill County, whether it be Beckler or whether it be Nice, they've got to get in double figures and take a little bit of pressure off of Cheney in this game.
Well, Nice gets a lot of his points or second chance points.
Yeah.
Works really hard in the paint, and that's one thing that Brady is going to have to really work on, is keeping the body on Jackson Nice to keep those offensive rebounds down.
And, a little key point here, too. I think Estill County has out-rebounded Wolfe pretty badly in the two games. Wolfe County, Brady Robinson must rebound.
Yep, I agree 100%.
And I think that's a key to the game, is who controls the rebounds, who's going to knock down those three-point shots. And if you knock down those three-point shots, you're going to move to the next. And can Wolfe County control Cheney?
Yeah, and that's a tall order.
And then on the reverse side, who guards Cheney and who guards Creech and who guards Oliver?
Yeah, it should be some interesting matchups tonight.
And when we come back, we'll have the starting lineups for Estill County and Wolfe County. So stay with us.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hyman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hyman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hyman. Log on to www.bankofhyman.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
No matter what town or community you live in, there's a Tim Short dealership nearby. That's because our family of dealerships are dedicated to serving the folks throughout Eastern Kentucky. Our employees are your friends and neighbors, helping to support the local economy and provide safe and affordable transportation to everyone that shops the family of Tim Short dealerships. Our entire inventory can be found with the click of a button at timshortautogroup.com. Visit us online and join the thousands of customers that took the short drive to satisfaction today.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
My name is Colby, and I'm from Leslie County, Kentucky. I chose Alice Lloyd College because of the Appalachian Leader Scholarship, which covers my tuition. Attending Alice Lloyd College without worrying about the cost is priceless. Also, through the Student Work Program, ALC is helping me grow as a person. Here, I'm building character and leadership skills that will help me impact the future of the Appalachian region. Come visit us or learn more at alc.edu.
Welcome back to Hometown 24 and WYMT, as we will have the starting lineups for Wolfe County and Estill County. Thank you for tuning in with Manus Blair and Jim McCauley here, and once again, David Adams not here tonight. He's a little bit under the weather, and we'll have Wolfe County Wolves first will be the away team or visitor on the scoreboard. 12-16 on the season, 8-8 in the region, RPI of number 9, winners of 3 of the last 5, runner-ups to Breathitt County in the 55th district, coached by Robert Scott Creech. Number 5, sophomore guard Caleb Creech, averaging 16.8 points. Number 11, junior guard Camden Oliver, averaging 11.1 points. Number 44, junior center Brady Robinson, averaging 13.1. Number 22, junior forward Jaden Mullins, 8.4. And number 15, junior guard Jaden Holland, averaging 9.0. And once again, Wolfe County is coached by Robert Scott Creech.
You know, a lot of these guys, mainly for Wolfe County, is a baseball coach.
Oh, yeah.
You know, these guys, we've watched them play baseball since they were in 7th grade. And Mullins is one that can flat play.
He can flat throw that thing. And now for the home team, the Estill County Engineers, 14-15, 9-7 in the region, RPI rating of number 8. Winners of 3 of the last 4, and that one loss was the Hazard, champions of the 56th district. And we will start out with number 11, or excuse me, number 10, went the wrong direction, senior guard Casey Cheney averages 20.7. Number 11, senior guard Levi Beckler, averaging 9.5. Number 4, senior guard Ryland Brown. And
Ashton Rose.
Number 25, senior center Ashton Rose. He was baffled the way I was. 23, senior center was Ashlyn Rose, and number 35, senior forward Jack Sneese, averaging 10.2. And once again, Estill County coached by Mr. Brian Hall.
You know, Brian, a lot of experience in the coaching ranks, and does a great job down there, just like Bull Creek does at Wolfe.
Yes, and very good role models for their teams. And as we step in, it will be the officials supplied once again by the 13th Region Referees Association. And in will step Cheney, and he will go against Creech. So 2 guards will jump, and the ball will go to Brady Robinson and the Wolves. And here we go, Jim. Goes straight in, off the board, and he will lay it in. Nice take by Caleb Creech.
Yeah, right off the bat, you know, you see Wolfe County in attack mode.
Estill County with the basketball. Goes straight in, and that's going to be, I thought he was going to go up with it there, David, and he did not.
Now look for Estill. You know, they'll isolate with Cheney here in a second.
Wolfe County playing sagging man except against Cheney, and Cheney being guarded by Oliver. Goes inside, goes to the floor, and they say it's not a walk and it's going to be a held basketball, and it will stay with the Engineers.
Yeah, Wolfe County doing a good job right now keeping Cheney away from the goal.
Yeah, and I was interested in, after looking at their film, they pretty much played the same way. They played them mostly man-to-man and put a lot of pressure and doubled Cheney as much as they could. Goes back in, and Beckler will kick it, and it goes inside to Rose. Kicker, good shot that time by Brown.
Yeah, Estill County very patient on that offensive series, working the ball around to find the open man.
And both teams executed really quick in both possessions. 5 out, goes straight in. Holland off the board and puts it in.
Yeah, nice move by Holland. You know, if this is any indication, we're going to have a nice high-scoring game.
Cheney with the basketball right there. Goes into the lane, and he'll knock it down.
You know, and that's what I talked about before. You know, he really makes a living at that 8 to 10-foot mark.
And he's a good athlete. You know, he can rise up and shoot that thing. Robinson kicks it to Molans. He's being guarded by Jackson. In Rose comes, and they automatically switch. Oliver into the lane. There goes the kicker to Creech. And it's going to be a foul that time on Brown as he tried to hit him from behind and not tap it away.
Number 4, Ryan Brown, that is his first.
2 minutes into the basketball game, both teams don't look a little bit nervous. They look like they're ready to go. Robinson gives it up to Molans, but they've got him trapped on the baseline. If he kicks it out, it's going to be 3 seconds, and that's a good call by the official.
Yeah, Estill County did a great job collapsing down on him right there. It was a good look initially, but just
he got him pinned. Got him pinned down, and a lot of people thinking out there, well, as long as you got the basketball, that's not a 3 second. But if you don't make an offensive move, and then actually most time when you kick it out, they'll call it as soon as you kick it back out. Brown with the basketball to the east, goes around to Cheney. Rose looking to set the screen and does. Cheney has an avenue knocked away, and that will go to Beckler. Beckler almost got it knocked away. Cheney, Wolfe County scrambling on defense.
Yeah, both teams picking up a couple of what I would call cheap fouls just because they're out away from the basket.
And that foul was on Holland, and that'll be his first. Looks like Wolfe County has gone to the 1-2-2, Jim. And that's going to be a long three, and it comes up short. Rebound to Robinson. Oliver coming down the left side. No one stops the basketball off the board. Misses it. Rebound's going to come down. Fought for. I think Rose has got it. And he's going to scramble, but they're going to give him a timeout.
Yeah, a little scrum right there on the floor. Both teams very excited.
And that's going to be a 30-second for Estill County. And Jim, so far, both teams, Wolfe County taking the ball strong off the dribble to the basket.
Yes.
You've already mentioned Estill County being patient in their half-court offense.
Yeah, and I think you see Wolfe County quickly going to that 1-2-2, trying to keep Cheney from getting into that 8 to 10-foot range for that jump shot. So now Estill County's going to knock down a three to try to help them get out of that zone.
And, Coach Creech mixing up defenses, trying to confuse Estill County and Coach Hall. It's always nice to have a senior league guard like Cheney and to identify that the difference in the defenses. And looks like Wolfe County's going to change again.
Yep,
it looks like
2-3 right here.
2-3, and they may trap out of it. Rose goes into Cheney, goes through nice cut there, and he puts it in, and that, of course, is Neese.
Well, Ashton Rose did a great job right there pinning the defender to give him the open lane to the basket.
Some people like to say that's an illegal screen, but he never moved. Creech goes in, kicker to Molans for the three, doesn't go. Fight for the rebound. Creech with it out to Oliver, three, doesn't go. Rebound to Neese. Kicks it to Beckler. Got a 2-against-1 bounce pass. David would love that.
Yeah,
to Beckler. Neese pump fake. Splits the defenders. Cheney into the lane. Gives it up to Rose. I thought Rose should have took that. And that's going to be a three. No good by Neese. Rebound Robinson.
Yeah, Neese had a good look there.
I don't think Rose understood exactly where he was at there and how open he was at on the underside of the basket.
Yeah, you can't leave him open here.
And that's missed by Oliver. Rebound's going to come down, and that's Rose with a rebound.
Yeah, neither team really making the outside shot as of yet.
And that's going to be a hand check, I think, on Oliver. And it is. And Oliver will pick up his first, and into the basketball game. McWhorter will come in for Oliver. McWhorter, a freshman for Coach Creech and the Wolves. Rose gives it up. Beckler, three, and it's long. Rebound comes to McWhorter. Molans brings it up, gives it back to McWhorter. Got the seal off for Robinson.
Pass.
And Robinson misses it. Rebound's going to come down to Beckler.
Yeah, Robinson, he's got to make that shot.
Yeah, that was a good seal-off, good pass. Cheney blocked by Holland. Molans 1-against-2, splits the defender off the board and puts it in.
Yeah, nice take by Molans right there. Kept the ball away from the defender, went up strong, used the backboard, and got it in.
ties the score up as we near the 3-minute mark at 6-6. Neese with an avenue floater comes up short. Robinson with a rebound. Pushing the ball up, goes to Molans on the baseline. He stepped out of bounds. Yep, he sure did. One thing I've noticed watching live is Robinson has really put on some muscle.
Oh, yeah.
You know, he was a young man that I first saw 2 years ago as a freshman, and he has really put on some nice weight. Cheney goes to Neese, spins, might have got away with a walk. Cheney eyes.
See how quick Wolfe County collapses down on that. It looks like there's a lane, and as soon as he steps in, he's surrounded by 3 defenders.
And that foul was on, looks like it was on Holland, and that's going to be his second foul. And that will send Cheney to the lane. And the line, he's 78% on the season. And Coach Creech has a sub waiting, and I'm sure that's for Holland. And Creech will come back in the basketball game. Cheney to eye the second. And it's off. Rebound comes down to Robinson. Thanks to everybody watching through Hometown 24 and WYMT, Facebook, YouTube. And that's going to be a hold on Rose, looks like.
Yeah, you're right, man. This Robertson's put on some really good weight. Big, strong shoulders. Creates a lot of space down there in the paint.
And then you see him going up against Neese, and that's a battle of the heavyweights.
Yes.
Robinson with the basketball being doubled. He lets him close in on him. He tries to throw it off of Cheney and is successful in doing so. (7-6) Engineers, 2:18 in the first quarter. Thank you for joining us once again. Kicker to Oliver, fakes, but Cheney doesn't go anywhere. Hesitation dribble, tries to throw it to Robinson. And the Estill County faithful does not like that call. So I think it was a good call myself.
Yeah, it looked like it got the toe there. And
yeah, I think so. Our cameraman was right on that. And it's deflected by Cheney as they try to get the basketball to Creech.
You know, I was waiting. You know, Wolfe County has really attacked the basket a lot more than I thought they would. Usually their MO a lot more jump shooting team.
But, that's also sets up, once you've been successful in that opens up the avenues for the jump shots, open jump shots. And that's going to be a turnover. Cheney with a basketball, 3 against 2. Cuts through, left hand, doesn't go. Rebound Robinson. And you're right, Wolfe County wants to make it a scatter game. Robinson 3, and it's long. Rebound's going to come down to Rose, to Beckler, and back to Cheney.
Yeah, both teams really in a little lull right now.
Neese kicks it to Beckler for the 3, and it's going to be long. Rebound to Molans.
Neither team yet to hit a three-pointer.
Yeah, and Estill County goes to that 1-1-3, which falls back into the 2-3, and I say that. Oliver gives it up to Robinson, powers it up, misses it. Oliver puts it up, misses it. Rose with a rebound.
Yeah, Rose did a good job in there on the glass so far in this game.
1 minute. Cheney 3, good.
Strikes the pose as he knocks down the first 3 of the game for either team.
And he's got 6.
And Creech has got to be upset because he was wide open.
Yeah, and you know as well as I do, he was number 1 on the scouting report. Creech into Robinson for the kicker. Oliver 3, short rebound. Robinson powers it up with the left hand and in.
Good job of Robertson. And it looks like he's option number 1 for Wolfe County right now as they come down and try to work the ball inside.
4 Wolves in the scoring column as we get closer to the end here. 14 seconds.
Once again,
and there's Cheney wide open, and he will knock it down again.
Yeah, he just slipped out of the little trap, got some open space from the double team, and knocked it down.
Got to get it up, and they do. And it will count if it goes, and it's off. And that will end the first quarter, 13-8, Estill County. Stay with us, and we'll be right back.
Home sweet home. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we've been providing our friends and neighbors the sweet dream of homeownership since 1960. We're proud to support the community we work and live in. That's why we take so much pride in providing competitive rates, low closing costs, and quick turnaround by local decision makers. Investing and growing our community is what we do. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we believe that there's no place like our home. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Just want to watch the game.
Dad, turn on the ceiling fan. Use the gray remote. Hit power, then input.
It's not working.
That's the silver one.
It might be difficult to understand what all the remotes on your coffee table do. But with a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent in every county, at least it's easy to get great insurance. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Next time, I'll just go to the game.
Welcome back to tonight's game on WYMT and Hometown 24 as we have Estill County after one ahead 13-8.
And most of that
observation, Jim.
Well, I mean, right now you can't find Casey Cheney. It's kind of the offense for Estill County.
9 of the 13, and once again, I'm sure Coach Creech's message there in between was, "You better get on him, guys."
You know, and when you try to trap, you know, of course that
Right.
leaves somebody open, but the one guy you don't want to leave open is Cheney.
And Mullins throws it away as Brown steps into the passing lane.
Estill County man-to-man.
Yeah, and I envision that may be what and they were successful early in the game.
Correct.
In keeping Cheney out of there. As we say that, it goes straight into him, turns, pivots up, and rows it in. Give him 11.
You know, we saw just dominant scoring last night from Austin Sperry, Braden Sexton at Jenkins, and it looks like Cheney is right on track to join those guys to have an outstanding first game of the regional tournament.
And once again, he has that experience, and they're playing that 2-1-2 to try to keep down dribble penetration. As Creech misses it, the rebound is going to be pulled out, and that was Angel. I didn't see him come in. 3, and that's for Brown, and that's going to be a timeout, 30-second timeout by Coach Creech, Jim, after the sub of Angel, and he knocks down the wide-open 3. So that stretches the lead out to 18-8.
You know, it's exactly what you talked about in the pregame. Which team gets on track shooting the basketball? And I know that's kind of cliche, but Wolfe County's offense is not a patient, work the ball around offense. They're going to put up a large volume of shots. I think they took, looking at the stats here, like 500 and some, 583s this year.
Yeah, and, you know, they've knocked down 33. You know, and you said this already in these tournament games. You shoot a large volume of shots, and you knock down 30 or better % of them.
That's a lot of points.
That's a lot of points. And, you know, that's Coach Creech's philosophy. His players knows it. His fans and his supporters know it.
Yeah, and they've yet to hit a 3 this game. Am I correct?
No, they have not.
And they're going to keep shooting them.
Wolfe County just now had to just recognize they had 6 players on the floor before they put the basketball in play. And here we go with 6:54 in the half. And Holland is back in the basketball game for Coach Creech.
Yeah, they're going to have to reverse the ball, like you said, a skip across to try to get an open shooter.
And you've got also in the basketball game, I didn't see that, Dylan Gay is in for the Wolves. Nice entry pass, and Robinson misses it, knocked. And who's going to get and it's going to come to the Estill County and Brown. Point blank shot there. You got to put them in there.
Thank you.
Goes to the baseline. It's knocked away, but Angels catches it. He's going to throw it away. Wolfe County with the steal. Oliver basketball goes into the lane, has contact, no call. Neese goes in, lays it off the board, misses it. He comes back in, gets his own rebound. As Oliver's just now getting up, misses the three, and Creech rebounds.
Yeah, Nice really having a tough game from the offensive standpoint so far. I think that's 0 for 7 from the field right now.
Probably son number 20. Luke Nice, his first, team's first.
And I don't have a number 20. I think that's Luke Nice. I believe it is. And that's going to be his first.
Luke Nice.
I was going by, I guess, their away uniforms. They may have a difference in those. Kick out comes to Holland. He goes way up to get the basketball. 18-8, 5:44 go in the first half. Estill County with that 2-3 goes into Robinson. Robinson he's got to make a quick decision. Holland misses it. Rebound's going to come down, back up, and that's going to be a miss that time by Ricky Mans.
Yeah, that's several point-blank shots the Wolves have missed, and those are shots you got to make.
You got to make them, and it just sets up everything else in your perimeter game. Beckler to Nice. And that'll go to Angel as they run the motion offense. Mans guarding Cheney. Goes in to Nice, and he's pushed from behind. And that's going to be on number 5, and that is Caleb Creech, his first. Instead of going under the screen, he went over top of it. As a result, he got the foul. Cheney looking for someone, and he has to throw it off of Mans out of bounds as it was getting close to being 5 seconds. Coach Hall screaming out, so you got to move, guys. Angel with the basketball. Goes to Cheney.
You know, I think Cheney's just baiting him to come out to him so he can try to take him off the dribble.
You're exactly right. Mans with good length. Cheney, there's the pump fake. You can see 5 Wolves almost in the lane. And that's going to be a charge, as they said. Nice lowered his shoulder.
Yeah, Nice had a vision of going through the 3-hole right there and dipped his shoulders a little bit. Picked up a charge at the top of the key. Is that the second foul on Nice?
That is his first. The other one was on Luke Nice. That's when we couldn't figure out which number, or I couldn't figure it out. Wolfe County setting their offense right here.
Yeah, the zone has kind of stymied Wolfe County a little bit on this end.
In other words, it's a 1-1-3, and the point drops after that. Missed by Oliver. It goes off of Creech out of bounds, and it will be Estill County basketball.
You know, and it's kind of fool's gold. They bait you into throwing the ball into the post, but then all of a sudden 3 engineers collapse down on it, and there's not a whole lot to do with it.
Yep. Rose and Brown back in for Estill County. Coach Creech got to find some offense from somewhere against that zone. Box set by Estill County, and it runs the back door. That's the old UCLA high post. Nice goes in, off the board, puts it in. Nice move.
Nice's first basket of the night, and they really need to get him going, averaging 10 a game.
Creech backs it out. 20-8. Wolves trying to get something going. Oliver says, I will, with a 3.
And if you would have told me 3 minutes left in the first half will be Wolves' first 3, I'd have said nope.
And if they did, you know they would be in trouble.
Yep.
Big time 3 shot by Oliver brings them within 9. Pump fake that time goes through. Cheney looking for the roll, but Rose unable to get it to him. Beckler comes off the screen and roll. Nice pump fake, gives it back out. Beckler almost threw his hands and out of bounds.
Yeah. You know, it's very interesting how when they're playing this man, how much they sag off of everybody but Cheney.
Yep.
Really convolutes the lane.
Cheney to the baseline, but he steps out of bounds. Nice job by Ricky Mans there on defense, and I can see why Coach Creech has him guarding him.
Oh, he's very long, too. Those long arms, and takes up a lot of space.
McWhorter comes into the game. 2:35 left. Once again in that 1-1-3. Creech goes in. Nice play. Puts it in, does Creech. Give him 4. We'll see a little bit of different calls by Coach Creech to try to get some shots going.
And Coach Creech has been doing this a long time, and he looks at the defense, and this kid's prepared to run something against it.
Cheney goes in. Nice defense by Creech, and it's going to be a tie-up, and the basketball will stay with Estill County. And Mans will get back up off the bench, and he will go in for McWhorter. And Coach Creech and his staff identifies that he's having a really good night playing defense on Cheney. Nearing the 2-minute mark. Kick out to Nice out at the front and almost bobbles it out. Going against Robinson goes up. It's blocked. Rebound comes down to Oliver. He sprints through. Nobody stops the basketball.
Nice
he puts
shot.
it in. Give him 5.
And Wolfe County is whittling the lead down to 5.
7-0 run.
And once again, they're having so much more success driving the ball than they have been from the three-point line.
Yes, sir. And here we go. Cheney goes in. He is going to be fouled. I believe that's on Robinson. No, it's on Creech, and that will be his second. And Molans will get off the bench for Wolfe County. And I believe he may be taking Creech, and he does.
Yeah, Creech, they could really ill afford to have him on the bench long.
No, when you average 16.8, got to have him out on the floor. Brown spins into the lane, step back, gives it to Nice. He looks not to take the 3. Cheney backs it out. Coach Hall with a call on the offensive side.
Ooh.
I wasn't sure if he was ready. He wasn't exactly ready for that.
No, Estill County showing a lot of patience trying to find the open look here. But, man, he's an excellent job defending Cheney right here.
And we're under 1 minute. Running it side to side. Cheney is fouled. And that foul is on, I believe it was on Mans. Yep. It was on Mans. Now it's going to be his first. That's only the 3rd team foul on Wolfe County. 48 seconds. Kick out to Brown. Goes to the floor but retains his dribble, so that's not a walk.
Best Curly Neal impersonation.
For you Harlem Globetrotter fans out there. Looks like to me they're almost going to work it all the way down. Mans works himself out, breaks the count.
Did they come up here and try to set a double screen to
Yeah,
get him loose in the paint? Yeah.
I would imagine that's on the horn set unless they've got something. Coach Hall looks down to his staff, and here comes the double to get it out of his hands, and that's going to be a foul call. And if that's on Holland, that's going to be his 3rd, but it's not. It's on Mans, and that will be his 2nd. Team foul number 4, so if there's a foul in the last 12.4 seconds, Estill County will shoot the bonus.
Yeah, just 10 seconds remaining. They're going to have to get in their offense quick here.
And here we go. 5. Got to get it off quickly. And Cheney will get it off, and it won't go, and that will end the first half. 2015 Estill County, and when we come back, it will be the Man Toyota halftime show. So stay with us.
A lot has changed in 100 years. We've gone from the Model T to the electric car, from silent film to home theaters, and from the telegram to the iPhone. And through it all, People's Bank and Trust of Hazard has been there for local people. From paper checks to debit cards, from wire transfers to online banking, People's Bank has maintained a tradition of service while embracing the future for your financial needs. Celebrating a century of service to the mountains. People's Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
TVS Cable has everything you need to stay entertained. Video services with all your favorite channels and local sports on Hometown 24. Ask about digital voice service for home and business. High-speed internet so you never fall behind in a game. There's something for all ages. We've got you covered. Sit back and enjoy everything TVS has to offer. Stay connected with TVS.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
My name is Isabella, and I am from Madison County, Kentucky. Instead of choosing a larger university, I chose to attend Alice Lloyd College because I wanted a more personal college experience. The small class sizes provide a close relationship between students and professor that isn't possible at any other university. ALC is more than a place to learn, it is a place to grow, serve, and lead. Learn more at alc.edu.
Welcome back. We're at halftime of the first game tonight. Second game will come up 25-30 minutes after this game concludes. Estill County ahead 20-15. Jim?
Yeah,
observations on the first half.
Well, I mean, it's kind of a game of runs, as basketball usually is. Estill came out about halfway through the first quarter, knocked down a couple of threes, extended the lead out to 11. Then it looked like Wolfe County kind of figured out Estill County's zone. Yeah. Started working the ball inside and cut the lead to 5, and that's where we stand at the half, 20-15.
Yeah, and, I'm going to go over the stats really quick, and we'll make some more observations about Estill and Wolfe and talk a little bit about more on the second game. But the Wolfe County Wolves, Dylan Gay played and did not score. McWhorter did not score as well, and he entered the game. Creech had 4, and he averages normally 16.8 points. Oliver with 5. Jaden Holland with 2, Molans with 2. Ricky Mans, mostly as a defender, did not score but did a nice job defending. Robinson with 2, scoring by quarters. Wolfe County had 8 in the first quarter. In the second quarter, they had 7 for a total of 15. For Estill County, Brown had 5. Cheney had 11, 9 of those in the first quarter. Beckler failed to score. Neese failed to score. Rose failed to score. Jackson Neese had 4. Scoring by quarters for Estill County. First quarter had them scoring 13. Second quarter with 7 for a total of 20. And that brings us to the 20-15 at halftime. So what do you think's got anything that you can see or feel that either team needs to do differently or continue to do?
Well, I think that Wolfe County, they set precedence early, getting to the basket. But, in that zone, it seems like they're just a little stagnant with their passing. They're not, especially against, the defense that they've been running. Get the ball in the middle and kick it back out to the wings really quickly to generate those outside shots. And Estill on the other side, they just need to work on their spacing, keep the lane clear. And the thing about Cheney there, he's drawing a triple team when he gets into the paint. He's got to look for the open guy, whether it be Neese or Beckler or Brown, get the ball to him quick and get the shot.
And, the games that I've seen, Beckler has knocked down the 3-pointers. And, he's had 2 opportunities to do it, at least 2. So, what essentially ends up happening is you've got to knock 1 or 2 of those down to get that going. And it's the big mo starts taking place. So
take pressure off of Cheney.
Takes a lot of pressure off. And the thing about it is, Wolfe County's playing man to man, but it's a zone principle.
Exactly. They're sagging off so much.
They sag so much. So what's got to happen is they've got to have something to change that up, either screens on the ball or actively moving some other things with the motion, which they did. And when we come back, we'll talk a little bit more entering in the half. So stay with us here on Hometown 24 and WYMT.
No one likes an uninvited guest, especially when that guest is a potentially dangerous pest. So call Bluegrass Pest Management and let the pros take care of your problem. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, providing much-needed jobs to local people. With 3 locations in Hazard, London, and Hindman, they treat rats, mice, roaches, bed bugs, termites, and many more. Open Monday through Friday and now servicing all of Kentucky. Say goodbye to your uninvited guests today. Call Bluegrass Pest Management.
This is the 4th app. I don't remember any of these passwords.
With so many subscriptions, it can be impossible to keep up.
Who said that?
Don't worry about who I am. Worry about all the money you're losing paying for all these subscriptions.
I have to use like 13 to watch all the shows I want to watch.
Then sign up for TVS. With TVS, you have all your favorite shows with just one bill. So stop throwing away money and throw away those subscriptions.
Magellan, what should we do with all this money we save by switching to TVS?
If you're looking for a convenient pharmacy location with a friendly, caring staff, look no further than Hindman Pharmacy, located inside the new Hindman Primary Care Center. Our pharmacy is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 6:30, but always stays open until the last patient is seen. Whether you need to pick up your refills in our drive-thru, need a flavored medicine for your little ones, or something to feel better after a visit to the clinic, the Hindman Pharmacy inside Primary Care has got you covered. Located at 425 Hindman Bypass. Call the Hindman Pharmacy at 785-0513.
Come right to the source and get the region's best basketball coverage. HT24 puts you right in the middle of the action, and it's free to watch on Facebook. Watch the state's most exciting basketball right here with HT24.
Welcome back to the Double Quick Boys 14th region here at Knott County Central High School, Morton Combs Athletic Complex, B.B. King Court. And as we stand in the first game, 20-15 at the half, Estill County over Wolfe County. And Jim, as we talked a little bit, each coach in there trying to see what could go on. You know, the first 2 games were in the 60s. You know, for some reason this game has not gotten an up and down pace, and I think to a certain degree, I think that's good for Estill County because I think as long as they can get the ball to Cheney in the position that they need to, I think that sits fine with Coach Hall.
Yeah, and you know, Wolfe County, it's just simply knocking down the open shots.
Yeah.
I think they were one of probably 9 for the three-point line in the first half. And I know Coach Creech will encourage them to take that open shot, and eventually it'll go down. Oh. And when they can make it, they make it in bunches.
Well, I mean, when you just look down the stat line of throughout the whole season, you've got Creech 35, Oliver 34, Molan's 39, Robinson 39, and McWhorter coming off the bench 40.
Yes.
So you've got to say, guys, keep shooting it because you're going to knock it down. And, you know, they had, as you said earlier, they started getting a feel of how to attack the zone that Coach Hall had presented to them. Instead of dribbling it down the middle, they started entering the ball to Robinson in the middle. And, you know, Robinson's got to make those shots around the bucket.
Yeah.
When he gets that free reign inside, he's got to be able to do that. So,
yeah, and they've missed several shots that are point blank.
Yeah.
Honestly, they could very easily be in the lead right now.
And, you know, that will speed the basketball game up for them. And, you know, that's what they want to do. Get the ball out, get it up, make it a scatter game, make it a up and down basketball game.
And, you know, in my opinion, you know, the times that I've watched Wolfe, they're the most successful when the ball's continuously moving up and down the court.
Yeah.
You know, they look for those open threes on the transition. And a lot of times, too, that helps with the rebounding because you get those long kicks when you miss it. And helps for the generate more offense.
And, you know, Creech, they played pretty good without Creech on the floor there. But, you know, he picked up those 2 fouls. Holland picked up 2 early fouls for Wolfe County. And Mans, who was guarding Casey Chaney a whole lot picked up too. Estill County in no foul trouble.
No.
Nobody has more than one, so that's good for Estill County. Officials letting them play, playing through contact, and that's a typical in a regional play, state play, is that you allow players to play through contact, and you've got to be aware of that. And when I look out here, Estill County's going right back, Jim, to that 1-1-3.
Yeah, and before we get started, a big shout-out to Knott County Superintendent Greg Kahn.
Yes.
He brought us desserts and food and drinks up here, and just an awesome guy.
And Creech goes straight in there and puts it in.
Just like the way the first quarter started, the same exact way.
Same way. Both teams, first 2 times both ways scored, and that's 6 for Creech.
Looks like Wolfe County back to man cut, man.
And Brown gives it up to Rose. Rose goes up with a left hand, doesn't go. Rebound Mullins.
Yeah, Wolfe with a chance to cut it to one or tie it right here.
Nice pump fake. Had on the baseline there. Had Holland for just a second. Mullins skipped past. Oliver fakes.
And I think if he'd have made that quick pass, he was just a little slow getting the ball over there.
Holland's a little bit long on it as Neese will get the rebound. Neese fires the 3, and it rattles, doesn't go.
Estill's first 2 possessions, both times the balls went all the way down and popped back out.
Oliver goes through, knocks it off by Neese out of bounds, and it will stay with Wolfe County. I think Superintendent Kahn's trying to butter us up because he beat me so much at Knott County Central in basketball. But anyway, long 3 by Creech, rebounded by Robinson. He goes up and he's fouled, and I believe that's going to be on Rose.
Yes. Robertson did a great job in there establishing position.
And Rose will pick up his second, and this will be the first 2 free throws for Wolfe County in this game.
In the third quarter.
Yes, and Robinson has shot 73% for the season, and that one does not go. Like we said at the very beginning, Estill County out-rebounded Wolfe County pretty well in the first 2 matchups.
Oh, it's about even right now.
And I think it pretty much is. I don't keep rebounds, but just by pure observation, I would believe that. Robinson makes the second one, 20-18. And, it's been a while since Estill County has scored. It was 20-8.
Yes.
And Wolfe County has rattled off 10 points.
Now they're back into that 2-3?
Yes, they are. Sometimes it's hard to figure it out. And Neese turns around and puts it right over the front.
Yeah, Neese did a good job right there, just working to get open.
Give him 6. And that ends a long drought for Estill County. And that's going to be over the top of Robinson turnover. And once again, the guys, David Adams, if you've got his number or whatever, give him a shout out there and let him know that you want him to get better so he can be here tomorrow night as we do the girls back at Hazard.
Missed that big smile.
Neese goes into the lane, kicker to Chaney, and there's 2 or 3 people knowing where he's at, and that's going to be a steal by Holland. 1 against Beckler into the body. Doesn't go.
And Holland does a great job initiating the contact there. He kind of had him in no man's land and went right in to draw the foul.
And that will send Holland to the line. 67% on the season.
That foul was on Beckler, is that correct?
Yes. And he knocks it down, give him 3. Second one, it rattles and it goes. So Wolfe County, 4 free throws after having 0 in the first half.
Yeah, Estill County still really needs to find an answer offensively.
Beckler to Chaney, and as you call it, it's long. Rebound comes down to Creech. Middle of the floor, 4 against 4. Oliver, 3. Comes up short. Rebound's going to come off of Beckler, and it will stay.
And another really good look for Wolfe County. Just the shots aren't falling.
Oh, yeah. And, once again, you got to keep shooting. Kick out to Oliver. Into the middle. Creech high up there.
He did get him.
Right on the hand. And that's going to be on Rose, and that's going to be his third. And once again, might be a concerted effort by Coach Creech saying, guys, we got to get to the free throw line. Creech, a 59, when I saw that today, 59%, I could not believe it. And it comes up short. And Oliver's going to come out, and Dylan Gay's going to come in for Wolfe County. He's way too good a shooter.
Yeah.
And he knocks the second
He's got
down.
great form and rotation.
Oh, yeah, that's what David would be saying right now, wouldn't
he? Yes, he would.
Nice form, easy right up, good release. 22-21 as we near the 5-minute mark. Man-to-man now by Wolfe County. Rose being pressured still with those 3 fouls in the game. Coach Hall elects to keep him in there. And that's going to be a body up, and that's going to be Holland's third foul.
And not a lot of contact there, but he did knock him off his route.
And Coach Hall gets Rose out of there, and Angel comes back in the basketball game.
Casey Chaney been very quiet here in the second half.
He only has 2 since the first quarter, where he had 9 in that first quarter. Beckler to Chaney. Chaney into the lane. Kicker to Neese for the 3, and it's going to be long. Rebound comes down to Creech. Looking to push. Got a 4 against 3. Nobody stops the basketball, and he puts it in.
And Wolfe County, for the first time today, I guess,
has the lead.
Yep.
You took the words right out of my mouth. And the Wolfe County Wolves fans across the floor cheering on the Wolves now. Let's see what Estill County comes up with as we near that 4-minute mark. And it's knocked away, but right to Beckler.
Yeah, very fortunate right there for Estill County to get the ball back.
And that's going to be
call. Yep. Hand.
That's the same call they've made all game. And Holland will come out. Has those 3 fouls as Creech will come back in.
Who picked up that foul, Manus?
That was on Dylan Gay. Kick out to Brown. Thought he was going to put it up. Chaney being double teamed.
Yeah, somebody's got to be wide open
and
here.
There he is. Beckler's got to knock it down. Misses it. Rebound's going to come to Molans.
Wolfe County, I just keep waiting for that 3-point explosion to come from them that I know they're capable of.
And the ball was kicked there, and it'll be a violation. And they'll put it in on the sideline.
We said earlier we thought this game would be a very frenetic pace, and we were very wrong in that.
I've been wrong many a times in my life, and I agree, I was wrong. Badly wrong.
Yeah, it's really been a very methodical game for both teams.
Oliver goes in, knocked away by Neese. And I think anytime you play zone, that is the occurrence because most teams are patient against zones, and that just chews up a little bit more clock. Mullins with the ball on the wing, goes into Robinson, turns, pivots off the board,
nice
puts it in.
Nice take for the big guy.
And that's Robinson's 5th point. More like you were talking about, he had to convert those, and Chaney is fouled, and that foul will go against Oliver, and that will be his 2nd, and that will send Chaney to the line where he's already been 1 of 2. And that's the only free throws that they shot in the first half. So first one will go. And, the thing about it is I made it seem like Wolfe County wouldn't get any free throws.
Yeah, neither
team shot free throws. So I apologize for not pointing that out to everybody. Second one is good. Give him 13 on the night. 25-24, Wolfe County. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in to Hometown 24, WYMT, YouTube, Facebook.
Nice pass.
Molan's no. Rebound to Nice.
They missed Angel streaking down wide open.
Yep, he sprinted down, didn't he?
Yep.
Cheney into the lane. Pump fake.
Nice take. Good strong take. He protects the ball so well when he drives, Manus.
And the foul is going to be on Creech, and that's going to be his third. Cheney will go right back to the line.
That's a big foul, Manus.
You know, in a very big foul. And he makes the first. In the first matchup, Cheney had 30 points and 12 rebounds. So,
yeah, he's not on pace for that right now.
A Herculean, but as it's going now, he's got 15.
Yeah.
And that puts Estill County ahead 26-25.
Estill back into the man defense, going to jump out and trap. No, it's still zone. And
it's deflected, and Angel has the basketball, veers to the left, gives it up to Cheney.
Oh.
And that's going to be inadvertent hit, and Cheney knocks down the jumper.
Yeah, just like that. I mean, Estill County goes on a 7-point spurt and up by 3.
And that's going to be a timeout for Wolfe County. And that will be a 30-second timeout. And, you know, if we were in NCAA play, we would be going to the monitor right now.
Oh, yeah, because it was a –
and I cannot most people that know me knows I do not like review.
Well, I don't think anybody does. And I'm pretty sure they're going to go back and change that next year.
Coaches stuff. But,
you know, we talked about Cheney being really quiet through the second and early in the third quarter, and then he erupts for 6 straight
I think he heard us talking about that, and he decided that I'll show you guys. So he's got 17 now real quickly. And, you know, concerted effort probably by Coach Hall to say, son, you got to be a little bit more aggressive. And we've got 151. Thank you for tuning in here at the Double Quick 14th Region Boys first round, second set of games. Hazard and Knott County to come after this, somewhere 25, 30 minutes after this one. Make sure you tune in to the post-game show. Coming off the screen, and that's going to be a foul as he did not get his position right, did Nice.
It's a little bit of a late whistle right there.
Yeah, and, you know, that's but it was the right call.
Yes, I agree.
And now from this time on, for the next 1.5 minutes, anybody that fouls, it will be 2 shots. Goes into Robinson. Robinson turns, pivots, and he's going to get called for a walk.
Yeah, the defense just collapses so quick. Robinson's got to understand they're going to collapse and get the ball back out to the open shooter.
In other words, a quicker decision once the ball is entered into the post.
You know, once you put that dribble down, and they're just going to, you know, swarm him.
And Ricky Mans is going to come in for Coach Creech, and immediately he's going to take Casey Cheney.
Yeah, did a great job on him.
Second quarter. Yes, he did. Only 2 points, as we mentioned, and he will knock the basketball away with his foot, and that's a violation. Estill County to put the ball in on the side.
Well, we're on pace for our lowest scoring game so far of the regional tournament.
But it looks like it's going to come right down to the last possession.
Yes.
Of which we've dealt with that now last night. So side screen. Ghosted did it. Nice.
You know, neither team really been able to establish a whole lot of continuity.
Yeah. Cheney to the baseline, up and puts it in. There's your continuity. Just give it to Cheney
Might be a
and
good
let
strategy.
him go to work.
That's 8 in a row for him.
That is 8 in a row. You're exactly right. And 30-25 as we near the end of the third as Creech steps back. Rose doesn't go. Rebound to Beckler. And I would imagine that Estill County, and yes, sir, Coach Hall says hold up as we near the 10-second mark. Cheney comes off. 4. Got to get it off. Beckler does, and it rattles, doesn't go, and that will end the third quarter. Estill County 30, Wolfe County 25. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
So let's think.
In Kentucky, we understand what matters. Family, friends, community. But sometimes we hurt. At Mountain Comprehensive Care Center, we believe in hope, and Mountain's behavioral health professionals want to be there for you every step of the way. Together, we can overcome the challenges of depression, PTSD, addiction, and so much more. With behavioral health centers throughout Kentucky, your story of recovery begins at Mountain Comprehensive Care Center.
In today's world, staying connected is more important than ever. We're not just here to sell you a plan or a phone. We're here to serve you because we live and work right here in the communities we call home. At Appalachian Wireless, you're not just another customer. You're our neighbor, a friend, and a part of our family. We're here to keep you connected to what matters most. Because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Welcome back to Knott County Central High School, Morton Combs Athletic Complex, as we move to the fourth quarter. 30-25, Estill County, and the basketball will go to Estill County here, Jim. And still, once again, we're trying to find Wolfe County and what they can do against Estill's defense.
You know, you've got 8 minutes left. Somebody moves on and somebody goes home, so it's time to find out who wants it the most.
And as Jim says that, Estill County will inbound the basketball. Looks like a 1-2-2 half
really
court.
Extending it out.
Goes into Angel. Nobody gets him. He says, I'll just lay it in. And he does.
Yeah, that was way too easy right there. Just catches the ball and nobody within 2 or 3 feet of him.
Creech gives it to Molans. 3. It goes.
Finally.
That's probably what he said, too.
Yeah. And it rattled around and circled the cylinder a couple times before it went down.
And that draws within 4.
And that might be just what Wolfe County needs.
Wolfe County one time with a 1-2-2 comes out of it. Brown misses it as he was bodied up by Creech. Robinson rebound. Creech with an active move. Left hand goes up, puts it in.
Yeah, Creech is
11.
Yeah, Creech getting on track here to get Wolfe County back into this game.
And it draws it within 32-30 as Kyle Maggard's here, and he's aggravating me, and I'm going to toss him out of here. 6:50 to go in the game. Into the lane, left hand, no. Robinson with a rebound. Can the Wolves tie it up or go ahead? Nobody stops Creech, and he puts it in.
Wow.
Give him 13, and we have a tie score, Jim.
Finally, a little momentum.
Cheney.
And Cheney doing what Cheney does, that little 8-foot jumper.
21 for Casey Cheney. And the tempo picks up.
You know, Estill County's got to have a concentrated effort to keep Creech out of the paint.
Oliver, 3. Doesn't go. It's long. Rebound comes down to, and not able to get it was Creech. Good hustle. Oh, no. I'm sorry.
That's
and Coach Hall says that basketball went off of Oliver.
Nice pass.
And Olanston ties the score up, and quickly he has 7.
Yeah, a little flurry here to start the fourth quarter.
Cheney up off the board, misses it, gets his own rebound, goes way up, goes up, is fouled, and he will go to the line.
Yeah, Cheney does a good job getting his shot, and then that time he followed it up because he must have knew it was not where he wanted it to be and quickly back up to draw the foul.
Well, anytime you shoot the basketball, if you know it's coming off, you know where it's going. And the first one rolls and goes off. 5 of 7 from the free throw line tonight, has 21 points of the 34. And knocks it down. Puts Estill County up by 1. 1-4 set by Wolfe County. Creek's jumper comes up short. Rebound to Cheney to the middle of the floor. They got a 4 against 1. Gives it up to Brown. Doesn't go, but he was fouled.
Yeah, I thought Cheney was going to take that one all the way to the rack, and he found his teammate open right there. Just couldn't finish the shot. He did draw the foul and go to the line for 2. And as David Adams would say, free throws ever important from this point on.
And that net and that goal gets a little bit tighter. Yeah. And Brown will shoot 2, 49% on the season, has 5 points, make that 6. Thought Angel coming off of the bench for Estill County has played well.
Yes, he has. He's gave him quite a spurt. A lot of energy, you can tell.
Second one doesn't go.
Look for Creech, try to find somewhere to get open right here.
And they had the double screen on the baseline against the zone, but unable to get it to him quick enough. Goes into Robinson, surrounded by 3 people. Powers up, left hand doesn't go. Nice rebound.
It was a great move, just couldn't finish. Estill County very patient as they set their offense up.
Very much so. Long 3, Beckler doesn't go. Rebound comes down to Mullins. You know, Estill County only has 4 kids in the scoring column, but most of those points have been provided by Cheney.
Yes.
Oliver out front, trying to get Creech in the middle, and there he is. Kicks it for Holland, 3, and it will go. Give him 7, and that puts Wolfe County ahead. Cheney to Beckler.
Yeah, somebody else for Estill County's got to become a scoring threat.
Cheney will backtrack going up against Creech, and Creech has those fouls. Goes up off the board, puts it in. Every time you say that, Jim,
he answers.
Cheney takes over. Got 24 and puts Estill County ahead. Several lead changes here in the second half. Oliver all the way across the Molans. Goes inside, and it's knocked away, and it's going to be a foul. Yeah. And that foul is going to be on
Molans.
Molans, looks like, and that's going to be his first. Robinson being surrounded in there. It's hard to make that entry pass. Yep. You look, and they concentrate on that. Got to reverse the basketball.
That's what I say, ball fake one time to him, then reverse the ball.
Yeah. Or that skip pass that they've utilized a few times. Beckler picks his dribble up. Cheney comes and gets it. Into the lane, gives it up. Nice pass to Angel, and he put it in, and he was fouled from behind.
You know, I don't know if that was a pass or the ball got poked loose. But either way, the result was a chance at the old-fashioned three-point play, Mr. Blair.
I'll give him the
assist.
I'll give him the assist in my book, and that foul was on the Creech, and that's going to be his fourth as Angel will go to the line. Can he convert? And he does. 5 big points for Angel in this fourth quarter, extends the lead to 4.
Creech going to have to be really careful.
Molans back to Creech, has the open avenue on the baseline, elected not to take it.
See if they can get the ball to Holland.
Skip pass all the way across to Oliver, gives it back to Creech. Into the lane, steps through, and there's going to be a foul. And that foul is going to be on Cheney, and that's Cheney's first. Inbounds underneath by Oliver. Goes into Robinson, point blank, he puts it in.
Good
Just
play.
sealed him off.
Yep. So now their chance for the old-fashioned three-point play.
And that foul was on Neese, Jack's Neese, and that's going to be his third. Robinson 1 of 2 so far on the night. Will try to convert it. And that's going to be long. Neese with the rebound, 2:35.
No hurry whatsoever from Estill County.
None whatsoever. Coach Creech was wanting to call a timeout if they'd made the free throw. Neese into the lane, and that's going to be a charge, and Robinson takes the charge.
That's the second charge on Neese this game.
And that's going to be 2 quick fouls on Jack's Neese, and that's his 4th. And Coach Hall's talking to his staff, and is he going to keep him in there? It looks like he's going to.
I think at 2:21, you just ride it out and let the chips fall where they may.
That was really 2 quick fouls on him, and, you know, one foul begets another sometimes. And Jax is saying, I don't know how I got that foul, as the official cleaning up. I wonder where Justin Amberg is.
I'm sure he's working hard somewhere.
You know, as an AD, you're a little bit everywhere when you're hosting a regional or a district tournament. And here comes the Wolves. Wolves trying to either tie it up or go ahead.
As we approach the 2-minute mark, looks like we're heading towards another barn burner, Manus.
I fully expected it. Had the old triple cut inside the zone, but unable to get anybody open under there. The old triangle cut. And that's going to be a timeout by Coach Creech.
So what's he saw? What's he going to draw up?
It's going to be a full timeout, and when we come back, he's seen something. 41-39, stay with us. It's going to be a good one.
For over 25 years, we fought for Kentuckians injured through no fault of their own. During that time, we've traveled all across the country to take that fight to some of the biggest insurance carriers and corporations in the world. That kind of dedication is what's needed to get every dollar you deserve. If you've been injured in a motor vehicle collision caused by someone else's fault, call Bates & Sloan right now and let us fight for you. The first consultation is free, and the attorney you see that first day will be the same attorney you see from the beginning of your case to the end. That's our promise to you at Bates & Sloan.
Nestled in the mountains of Appalachia, along the Purpose Road, is a hidden gem, Alice Lloyd College. For 100 years, ALC has been providing opportunities.
Opportunity to learn from the best.
Opportunity to work for my education.
Opportunity to serve my community.
Opportunity to become a leader.
Opportunity to find my life's purpose.
Apply now to find your purpose at Alice Lloyd College.
Welcome back. We've got a barn burner going to take place here, Jim. 158, 41-39 Estill. Wolfe County with the basketball. Thanks for everybody tuning in.
Gosh, exciting last 2 minutes right here.
And Creech elected to take it away there because he was going to be doubled and trying to run away from the double team. A little bit more scrambling by Estill County after the turnover. After the timeout, Holland goes up, and he's going to get the foul from Angel. He went right into Angel. He's not in the guarding position, and that's going to be his first.
Big free throws right here.
Holland 2 of 2 so far tonight. 2 really big free throws.
Tie it up and really put the pressure on the Engineers to score on the other end.
And the first one up rolls in, and Mans will come in. And he will come in for Molans, and I know why he's in there. So we're probably going to go a little bit offense-defense for Coach Creech. Holland trying to tie the score up here. And he does. And guys and gals.
Yep, here we go.
And Coach Hall makes a call to Casey Cheney. Comes off the fake screen, giving it up to Brown in the lane. There's Cheney, gets into the lane, goes up off
Nice
the board,
take.
and he is fouled, and he
Nice
puts it
take.
in.
Boy, Cheney's so explosive.
And that foul is going to be on Robinson.
You know, we've seen it all tournament so far in the first 3 games. Big-time players make big-time plays for their team when it's crunch time.
And, you know, Coach Hall runs the weave, gets the open avenue for Cheney. Cheney goes in and powers through the contact and puts it in.
Big free throw right here.
Trying to convert it, and it's long. Rebound comes down to Mullins.
As we approach the 1-minute mark, Wolfe County a chance to tie it or take the lead.
And 25 points for Cheney. Creech is going to get called as he tried, and as my old coach at Letcher High School used to say, you throw the ball with 2 hands instead of 1, and that will not happen.
Well, the recipient of the pass wasn't where he thought it was. The last second, he tried to pull it back.
You can't hold on to it that way. Now, do you foul? Do you pressure? And we'll see what goes on here.
I think that it's just according to what part do we get. I say when it gets down to 30 seconds.
And I'm sure they don't want to foul Cheney. And that's going to be a block on Oliver. And that's going to be his 3rd, and that will send Estill County to the line.
Yeah, Jax needs 2 big free throws right here.
Very much so. And he's going to go to the line for the first time tonight, 54%.
You know, and Estill County pulling all their players off the line here.
You know, I've always disagreed with that, but each coach has his own philosophy and reason for it. And Neese is going to shoot it, and it rattles and goes.
That was a big one now. This one looms even larger, makes it a 2-possession game if you knock this one down.
Yes, and as long as you make the free throws, you don't have to worry about lining anybody
That's
up.
correct.
Second one up. 2 big makes for Jax Neese. Give him 8. Wolfe County got to go quickly.
And right here, you know, a 2-pointer is all you need. No sense to try to force the 3 because it's a 2-possession game.
And they go right into Robinson. He turns.
Boy, he did.
He's going to get a walk. His
sure
knees
did.
crowded him on that side. And Coach Creech was wanting a foul, but he's going to call a timeout, and he's going to call a full timeout, and we'll stay right here. We'll stay right here with 43.2 seconds to go, 45-41. The ball will be placed on the baseline, and I would imagine that it's going to be a full out. When you're looking at who do you need to foul, Estill County, Cheney 78%, Beckler 65%, Jax Neese 54%. I think you foul anybody but Casey Cheney
I agree 100%.
under those circumstances.
And, you know, in this situation, it's deny foul.
Yes. And, you know, the thing about it is, even though that, if you have to foul Cheney, he's been 6 of 9.
Correct.
But, like you said, one player always stands out, and he's been that player that stands out for Estill County, and I would imagine that he's telling Coach Hall,
give me the ball.
Run me something where I can get the basketball. So what do you do with Wolfe County?
Well, you know, I'm probably not going to guard the inbound pass and face guard Cheney, try to deny the ball to him to force it to somebody else.
At what point do you foul? Do you foul in the back court? Do you foul in the front court?
Well, I think that, you know, if you deny the pass, I mean, you know, if you can't initially get the trap or the pass, you foul probably within the first 5 seconds.
And here we go. Neese will not be able to run the baseline, gives it in to Beckler, and they're in a 2-2-1, looks like. And it's going to be knocked away, and it's going to be stolen. It goes in, Holland misses it, and that's going to be the 5th foul if that's on Jax Neese.
Yeah, Neese just
and that is going to be the 5th foul on him, and that will send him to the bench with 8 points, and that will bring in Luke Neese for Estill County. Holland will go to the line where he is 4 for 4 on the night, and he has 9 points. Looking to get in double figures and draw Wolfe County closer, and he does.
Well, now it kind of changes the complexion of what you do now.
And Coach Hall will call a timeout, and it's a full timeout, and we'll just stay. We'll just stay again. Okay, we'll go to a break here. We'll break instead with 33.7. Stay with us.
We have determined that you have early onset Alzheimer's disease.
Why me? How could I have prevented this?
Research shows that reducing stress levels, not partaking in substance abuse, and being aware of safety measures are a few ways to prevent it.
So how quickly can this progress?
There's no definitive timeline. Everyone is different.
TVS has made a commitment to bringing you the best channel lineups and most diverse video packages available. We are proud to introduce Broadband TV, our newest and most affordable video package yet. 48 of the most watched channels we offer, some new channels only available with this package, and over 300 of the best free ad-supported channels available, all for only $29.95.
Welcome back with 33.7 seconds. Holland to shoot the basketball, trying to draw it within 2, and he does. And here comes the pressure, offense-defense, as Gay will come in the basketball game for Robinson, and it looks like to me they're in man-to-man.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
They leave Angel wide open. They're trying to deny the basketball to
I
Chaney.
don't think you foul until you.
And that's going to be knocked away.
Oh, my.
Creech goes in, and he ties the game.
Wow.
And timeout. And Coach Hall is adamant that he says that was a foul.
Yeah, I may be apt to agree with you there, man.
It'll be a full timeout. And, we kind of had the angle, a little bit of the angle.
A lot of contact. There was a lot of contact there.
21.4 ties the basketball game up, and that changes the. Creech goes in, lays it in, and now Estill County will have to come once again the length of the floor.
Does Wolfe County stay in the press here?
I think you stay in the press right now.
Because you got a chance of picking up that cheap foul.
You may not be as aggressive, but you may come out in a 2-2-1 just to force time being used up. Right now, the possession arrow goes to Wolfe County. Both teams are in a double bonus or in the bonus, so if you foul, either team fouls, they'll shoot free throws. Let's see what Coach Creech comes up with, and I'm sure that Coach Hall is going to come up with something double staggered to get the ball to Chaney, and then let Chaney work it up. And I got a feeling that if he's got the basketball, Coach Creech is going to double to make him give up the basketball.
Oh, yes. Well, you're right, though. They're going to come back out in that man press, it looks like.
And it is. And Robinson is going to play as the safety all the way back. There comes the screen for Chaney, and he's able to get the basketball. And here we go, Jim.
I feel pretty confident Chaney will take the last shot.
And we near the 10-second mark here. And it looks like no timeout. Here comes the double team I was talking about. They're not able to keep him. 5-4. He's got to get it up. Goes into Angel. Angel puts it up, and we're going to overtime.
Wow, second game in a row we've had with overtime.
And when we come back, we'll see the extra time being put on, and here we go again. So stay with us for the overtime.
Great communities attract talented people to live, work, and raise their families. We're committed to delivering future-proof broadband so our friends, families, and neighbors can live rich lives in smart rural communities across America. Your community is our community. We're your rural broadband partners. You do great things. We make great things possible.
My name is Emily, and I'm from Laurel County. When I was searching for a college, I wanted to find a place that felt like home and where I could make a difference. The moment I stepped on Alice Lloyd's campus, I knew this was where I belonged. There's a sense of community here and a focus on serving others that you can't find at other colleges. For me, it wasn't just about continuing education. It was about being a part of something bigger. Apply now to find your home at alc.edu.
And welcome back to Knott County Central as we're going to have extra time, Jim, and kind of what we expected to go down to the last shot, and it did go down, and Angel was not able to put it in, and we're going to jump it again, and Angel will go in to jump against Creech.
Well, you know, our second consecutive overtime game here in the opening round of the 14th regional tournament, and
you know, as far as the games, Jim, they've been as close as any tournament. You know, I've been coming to tournaments since the 70s, and these are some of the closest games I've ever seen. Angel with a tip back to Beckler, and here we go. Both teams in the bonus. Cheney with the basketball, dribbles the left side, and they'll start their motion. Cheney hesitation dribble, jumper, and it's long. Rebound to Robinson. He throws it in to Creech.
Yeah, Wolfe County did a great job blocking out that time to clear for the rebound.
Two-three employed by Estill County. Trying to work the lane. Creech three. Long. Rebound's going to come to Oliver, and he's going to be fouled. Brown trying to go in with one hand instead of both hands, and he's going to pick up the foul, and that's going to be his second. And that will be Oliver, and Oliver, first two on the night, 71% from the free throw line, and he puts Wolfe County ahead in the overtime.
And only the second lead Wolfe County's had. No, excuse me, they've had it a couple more times.
Went back and forth there a little bit. Oliver to try to make two in a row, and it rattles, doesn't go. Angel with two-hand rebound. And we've got 3 minutes to go in overtime. Thank you for joining us on Hometown 24, WYMT, YouTube, Facebook, WYMT.com, wherever you may be. Thank you.
You know, it's right. You kind of get the sense that nobody else wants to take the shot.
And Cheney says back step, hesitation, kicker to Brown.
Nice defensive play.
And that's going to be a foul. And that foul is going to be on Robinson, and that's going to be his third. And that will send Estill County to the line. Angel got a little bit of poke in the eye. 1 of 1 so far. Trying to work it off a little bit. Official checking on it.
And, you know, you just keep waiting for somebody else from Estill County to step up and make a play.
And Angel says, I'll do it, but I'll make a free throw.
Yeah, Angel's had a solid game off the bench.
Has played a whole lot. Really good athlete. Second one, rattles, doesn't go. It's tipped, and it will go.
So
Wolfe County.
We're tied up again with 2:36 to go in the first overtime period.
Yep. Still got time for the second game, guys. If you're sitting there and say, well, I'll just come on.
Oh, yeah, plenty of room left in the complex.
Yep. Kicker to Molan's three. Doesn't go. Cheney with a rebound. Got the numbers. Middle of the floor. Nobody stops him. Puts it up. Floats good. Give him 28 on the night. Took advantage of the long rebound. 2 minutes to go. Creech into lane up. Doesn't go. Tipped by Holland. Angel tips it back to Mullins. Goes up, and it's going to be a walk. Coach Creech wanting a jump ball or a held ball.
You look for Estill to be very, very patient this time up.
And I think you're going to see probably a double team to get the basketball out of Cheney's hands.
Yeah, that's what they did last time. Jumped out and tried to trap him.
Cheney left-hand dribble.
Very close to 5 second
and
call. And they
there
did call
is
it.
the 5 second. Cheney said, I broke, but the official kept the count on, and that's going to be a turnover, a critical turnover by Estill County. Creech to Oliver. Estill County still in that zone. Holland thought about getting it into Robinson. It's knocked away by Brown. Brown's going to go straight in, puts it in.
Big time play by Brown.
1 minute. Estill up by 4. Creech into the lane, and it's good. Give him 17.
Yeah. In a matter of 4 seconds, Creech goes the length of the floor and goes into the old-fashioned three-point play right here.
Second foul on Luke Neese, and that will send Caleb Creech to the line where he is 1 for 2. Big free throw right here. Sure that Wolfe County will come with a man-to-man pressure. And it's good.
Oh, they called a foul right here.
And let's see, the officials
That's
are looking at
Estill.
each other. And if that's on Cheney, and it is, Cheney's going to pick up his second, but most importantly,
2 more free throws.
It's going to be 2 free throws unless they're calling it team control.
Estill County fans.
They're talking about it.
Well,
and they're still consulting over it and checking it out.
I didn't see the action. I saw the Wolfe County players go to the floor.
Yes, I did too. And
but
so
Wolfe
it's
County chance to take the lead right here.
So
man.
it's not going to be considered team control, and that's going to give the opportunity for Oliver to tie it, and he does. Now he has the opportunity to put Wolfe County in the lead with 59.7 seconds to go. And it's off. Rebound's going to come to Cheney. Here comes the double team. Neese wide open 3 goes!
Big time shot from Neese. His first points of the game?
Yes. Oh my.
You talking about that might have been his first shot attempt of the game.
And that's a full timeout. And it's unbelievable that Cheney is doubled in the corner. He looks up the floor, advances it with a pass. Nobody is on a guy that has not even scored, and he hits nothing but cotton and nylon.
And you know, it's so exciting. This time of year is so exciting because there's always going to be that guy that steps up and makes the play, and wow, what a big play. Now, Wolfe County, you know, you still go for the 2 if you can.
Yeah.
You're not tied into making a 3 to tie it at this point. There's still 49 seconds to go.
Yeah, a lot of teams fall victim to that, that when they're up 3 to 4 that they want to go ahead and shoot that 3, but you've got plenty of time. You advance it up as quickly as you can, get something going, and whatever presents itself, 2 or 3, you take it. No changes made by either team, looks like. Wolfe County will come to the length of the floor.
Estill fans for the first time tonight really getting loud.
And the possession arrow goes to Wolfe County as well in the case of a tie. Creech comes straight into Oliver, gives it up to Robinson, puts it in.
Yeah, really nice play right there.
Good call by Coach Creech. trying to deny the basketball. 30 seconds. The doubling Creech. And they're going to call a timeout. And Cheney got caught on that sideline, and with that sideline, he had nowhere to go with the basketball. Nobody presented himself, and we've got 26.7 now. Ball will be thrown in on this sideline nearest to us.
So how far do you go here with Manus before you do foul?
You know, I'm just thinking with anybody but Cheney, you go ahead and foul him. The ball comes in now that you've advanced it up. I think as soon as you double, like you talked about, you full front, even if it's on the sideline, you full front Cheney, you put two people on him, whoever it comes into, going after the basketball, try to steal it, and if not, you foul immediately because you want to lengthen this basketball game as long as possible.
Now, does Coach Hall try to send someone deep right here? Look around because you know, you're so focused on getting the ball in.
Right. And, you know, sometimes you use someone like Cheney as a decoy to get it to somebody else. And
when you draw the double team and then you screen for the, you know, somebody else going to the basket.
And, you know, when you look at the shooting percentages, all are 60 or lower right now for Estill County. And, you know, you look and see right now Coach Hall has spread them out rather than compact them. Back screen and the ball comes into Cheney. Not fouling right away. And there's the foul. And Mullins makes the foul on so far the player that made the big three. So can he knock down two free throws here with 19.9 seconds to go? He is a 50% free throw shooter. First one is good.
Guys, that kid has ice water in his veins.
He shot it like he was a 100% free throw shooter. Here comes the second one to put it up by 3, and it doesn't go. Mullins. Here comes Creech under 15. Estill County stays in the zone. Here we go. 10. Into the lane. Jumper. Comes up short. Rebound. Holland. It goes in. 2, 1. And we're going to go to a second overtime.
Holy cow.
And I'm not sure where it's going, but we're going to take a timeout, and when we come back, we've got the second overtime, so stay with us.
How long do we have? I really need to use the bathroom.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hyman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hyman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hyman. Log on to www.bankofhyman.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
And welcome back to the campus of Knox County Central High School. Double quick first round matchup between Estill County and Wolfe County, and we're going to go to the second overtime. And we'll jump the basketball once again. Teams making sure that they know in what direction they're supposed to be going in. Maybe a battle of attrition here. Angel will step in, and he will go up against Creech as the official will throw it up for the third time tonight, and Wolfe County basketball. Creech with the basketball, once again going against Estill County's 2-3, trying to get the basketball into Robinson. Mullins with a pump fake, goes to Oliver, 3, good. Oliver with 16 now on making the three on the left-hand wing over there. Brown to the baseline, back to Cheney, three, goes. Cheney with 31.
Cheney has put on a show tonight, Manus.
Yes, he has. So 2 big threes back-to-back by both teams. Creech with the basketball. Once again, trying to enter in the baseline. There's Oliver, has the avenue, puts it in.
Well, they've really exploited Estill County down there in the paint this game.
And you got to give credit for Coach Creech in there, making the inside screens against the zone. 9 points for Oliver. Cheney misses it. Angel rebounds, goes up, and he's going to be fouled. And that foul is going to be on Robinson. And that's going to be Robinson's 4th foul. Angel will go to the line.
So that's 4 on Holland, 4 on Creech, 4 on Robinson.
You are correct. And Angel comes up short on the jumper. Of course, in Estill County, Jack Sneese fouled out in the 4th quarter. Nobody else for Estill County in foul trouble. See if Angel can put it in, and he does not. Holland with the rebound. Holland with that big putback there with 2 seconds to go to tie the score in the first overtime and send it to the second.
Wolfe County going to be very patient right now with the ball.
And kind of spreading the zone out a little bit. And Estill elects to go man-to-man. Creech hesitation dribble being guarded by Neese. They're in the double stack high. Gives it up to Robinson. Robinson's blocked by Angel. Back out to Creech. And they'll reset it again. Creech dribbling the basketball, breaks the count. Coach Creech with a new call to spread it out and try to isolate Creech against Neese. Goes into the lane, kicks back to Oliver, and he goes back into the lane, gives it up to Robinson. It doesn't go, but Oliver able to get it. It's loose. Mullins goes in. He's going to get called for
Creech was trying to get the timeout for the last
Creech,
5 seconds.
Yes, he was. And Mullins is called for the walk. And now Coach Creech says, I need a timeout. And it's going to be a full timeout. And when we come back, we've got a minute and a half. Stay with us.
Wow.
No matter what town or community you live in, there's a Tim Short dealership nearby. That's because our family of dealerships are dedicated to serving the folks throughout Eastern Kentucky. Our employees are your friends and neighbors, helping to support the local economy and provide safe and affordable transportation to everyone that shops the family of Tim Short dealerships. Our entire inventory can be found with the click of a button at timshortautogroup.com. Visit us online and join the thousands of customers that took the short drive to satisfaction today.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
Welcome back. Minute and 30 seconds to go. 59-57. Wolfe County. Estill County will take it 84 foot. Both teams will shoot the bonus. Possession arrow will go toward Estill County. And here we go. Wolfe County token man-to-man pressure. Cheney will be going against Oliver.
You know, Cheney, you expect him to take the shot.
And they go in there, and it's going to be a held ball, but it will stay with Estill County. And you were right. They set the screen over on the weak side, bringing Cheney over to the block, and he was there. But was tied up.
Yeah, Robinson's did a good job tonight. On the offensive and the defensive end.
Cheney inbounds the basketball, gives it into Angel. Angel into the lane, gives it back. And there's Neese. Can he do it again? No. Tip. Neese with the rebound, kicks it back out the Angel. Good hustle.
Should now reset as it goes under 1 minute.
1 minute under, and here goes Cheney into the lane. Up with a shot. It's long. Rebound comes down to Robinson. Coach Creech says, easy. Here comes the double team. Oliver to Creech. Not fouling as of now.
Yeah, they're going to have to.
And there's the foul by Cheney. And Cheney's going to pick up his third, and that will send Creech to the line. And he is 2 of 3.
But you said he was a
59. I just don't understand. Just looking at his form and everything. Too big time to try to get it into.
Oh, yeah, if he can make this a 2-possession game.
37.1, and he knocks that first one down. Can he make it a 2-possession game? He does not, and the rebound will come to Cheney.
Woo!
And here we go. 3-point deficit. Brown to the baseline, gives it up to Angel, and he puts it in. Timeout.
And I like that decision. You come in, you can pick up the easy 2, puts the pressure
on.
on.
That's a full timeout. And we'll stay right here with the action. 60-59. Estill County with the timeout. Of course, each team for each overtime session picks up an additional timeout.
And Manus, all season we had 0 overtime games. I think we did 38, 37, 38 games this year. No overtimes.
Well, it's just the flavor of the tournament.
It seems to be. But my stomach's starting to growl.
60-59 for those just tuning in. 27.7 seconds. Both teams in the bonus. Possession arrow is toward Wolfe County. Casey Cheney has 31 points as the leader of Estill County. Caleb Creech, he has 19 and lead scoring for Wolfe County. And it looks like it's going to be a diamond-and-one press. I believe so. Diamond-and-one press by Estill County in the lineup. Pressure being placed on the ball by Neese. Oliver to throw the basketball in for Wolfe County. Runs the baseline. Gets it in to Robinson. Robinson back to Oliver. To Robinson. Holland. Oliver.
Estill's got to be thinking foul right now.
Here comes the double team, and Angel comes out and fouls. That's his second, and that will send Oliver to the line. And at the line, he has been 2 for 4. 15 seconds. First one, good.
Nice shot.
Immediately after this game, we will have a little bit of comment, and Hazard and Knott County about 25 minutes after this one. It's missed. 2-point deficit. Estill County with it.
Crowd comes to their feet.
There's not going to be a timeout. Cheney for the win. Comes up short. Rebound Molans, and he's going to run it out, and Wolfe County will advance.
Wow.
61-59. Big time win for Coach Creech and Wolfe County as they will advance to the semifinals at 3 o'clock on Saturday. And when we come back, we'll talk about this game and the game coming up. So stay with us. Caleb Creech.
My name is Colby, and I'm from Leslie County, Kentucky. I chose Alice Lloyd College because of the Appalachian Leader Scholarship, which covers my tuition. Attending Alice Lloyd College without worrying about the cost is priceless. Also, through the Student Work Program, ALC is helping me grow as a person. Here, I'm building character and leadership skills that will help me impact the future of the Appalachian region. Come visit us or learn more at alc.edu.
Home sweet home. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we've been providing our friends and neighbors the sweet dream of homeownership since 1960. We're proud to support the community we work and live in. That's why we take so much pride in providing competitive rates, low closing costs, and quick turnaround by local decision makers. Investing and growing our community is what we do. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we believe that there's no place like our home. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Just want to watch the game.
That turned on the ceiling fan. Use the gray remote. Hit power, then input.
It's not working.
That's the silver one.
It might be difficult to understand what all the remotes on your coffee table do. But with a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent in every county, at least it's easy to get great insurance. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Next time, I'll just go to the game.
A lot has changed in 100 years. We've gone from the Model T to the electric car, from silent film to home theaters, and from the telegram to the iPhone. And through it all, People's Bank and Trust of Hazard has been there for local people. From paper checks to debit cards, from wire transfers to online banking, People's Bank has maintained a tradition of service while embracing the future for your financial needs. Celebrating a century of service to the mountains. People's Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Welcome back, and exciting game, Jim. 61-59 double overtime victory for the Wolfe County Wolves, and my heart's kind of beating, and I'm going to do the stats real quick before we go down for the interviews. Wolfe County, Caleb Creech 19, Oliver with 10, Holland with 16, Mullins with 7, Robinson with 9 for a total of 61. For Estill County, Brown with 8, Cheney with 31, Luke Neese with 4, Jax Neese with 8, and Preston Angel with 8 for a total of 59. And you hate to see Casey Cheney out of the tournament and as a senior, and you know, it's just like we said last night, it's one of those things that you just don't want to see.
No, and you know, hopefully, you know, I would imagine he'll be playing ball somewhere next year. An outstanding player, played great tonight, plays with a lot of heart and enthusiasm.
And guys, we're ready down there with Josh and the two guests, so take it down, Josh Deaton.
Wow, we've talked all evening about how these first couple matchups have been championship type caliber games, and this was nothing less. I have with me here Coach Robert Scott Creech of the Wolfe County Wolves, and our UK Healthcare June Buchanan, WYMT 14th Regent Player of the Game, Mr. Caleb Creech.
Thank you.
Caleb, you know, you guys were tied on the series 1-1. You've seen Estill but 2 other times this season. Talk a little bit about how you prepared for this game here specifically tonight and what you expected from them and what you came into this game to do.
I mean, obviously we had to slow down Cheney. I mean, I think we did a pretty good job on him, but honestly, most of our game is just getting our heads right, you know, getting not too low, not getting too high on ourselves, because we're a lot better than we show, and we just, like, if we just play basketball and don't get down on ourselves, we're a lot better than we are.
Absolutely. I told my co-host Brady earlier that you were probably one of my top 5 players in the region as you stand as a sophomore. I've watched you all season long and kept up with you, and you're an excellent basketball player. Coach Creech, you know, obviously big-time moments like this coming. You had Caleb here coming in, and as the player he is, how do you coach someone like him?
Not say a whole lot and let him go.
He does a phenomenal job. He does a great job getting to the basket and finding open looks. He does a great job finding his other guys on the floor. To talk a little bit about tonight coming into this game, you know, like I told him, you come in on the series tied 1-1. How do you prepare for Estill County knowing what they're coming in with?
Well, I mean, we had 2 good games at Estill, and that was, I want to say first and foremost, that was one of the better regional tournament games you'll ever find.
Oh, yeah.
Seems like when we draw up, we always have good games. They played a heck of a defense. We saw that a lot this year. They ran that last week in the district against Lee County, and they come out and tried to close that lane down on us. I mean, it's no secret. We got really good guards, and we like to get downhill and going. And after the first, we threw a couple things nobody saw the first few possessions of the game, and then it was locked down on the paint. But Caleb and Cam, all those guys. I mean, if you look at our record, and Caleb he'll probably admit to this, we've had a really good year.
Yep.
And we're all, you know, we got one senior and the rest underclassmen. We've grew.
Yep.
You know, we ran into Buzzsaw in the district finals. But we've had a nice year, and we just kept getting better. And I'm so proud of these boys for putting it all together tonight. You know, sometimes when you're building, it don't always show.
Right.
It's the little things.
Right.
And but tonight it all came together. And man, what a heck of a performance!
What a first round game.
Yeah,
huh?
I mean, it took us a while, and you know, we scored 15 points the first half, and we were practicing for breath at the last month. And I don't think if we hadn't have done that and been ready for that pace, we were cool with that pace.
Right.
That's not what we like to do, but we were cool with it tonight.
Right.
And I'm so proud of their execution.
I thought, just watching the game, I thought they done a great job. They never got in a hurry. Even when they were down. They were down for most part of the game and came back several times. But they never got in a hurry. They never got flustered.
They didn't. I want to give a shout out to one of my assistants. We come up with a new play we'd never ran in 25 years in Wolfe County at halftime.
I seen you guys over there talking.
And we scored a bunch of points the second half on that with an adjustment. But I'm proud of my team for being able to make that adjustment.
And we got to give Brady Robinson his roses as well. I thought he had a phenomenal game tonight.
He did.
He does a great job down low, and one of our commentators even mentioned it, how much bigger he looks.
Yeah.
How much he's grown as a player and as a human.
He stays in the weight room all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, he lifts. He's lifting right now 4 or 5 times a week.
And that
it shows.
Oh, yeah, and that was a huge help to you, and that was most of your offense coming in, besides having Caleb come down and be able to spread the floor out and get those open looks, and he was able to find him down low a lot with a one-on-one, and that was, to me, that was kind of the deciding factor.
Yeah, it was. Everybody played big. Molans hit a big 3. Cam hit a big 3 in one of the overtimes. What an offensive rebound by Jaden Holland there down the stretch to tie it. I mean, just so much going on. You know, Ricky came in and got a couple good rebounds for us. Dylan Gay really in that first half carried us defensively. Come in and guarded Cheney. We were in horrific foul trouble. Worse than worse foul trouble. But, man, we did good. And before we get off here, I want to say we had a big a fan base as anybody here tonight.
Let's talk a little bit about that atmosphere.
Yeah.
How does that feel coming in? First round, having a sold-out crowd almost. I mean, Wolfe County traveled well. Is there anybody left in Wolfe County?
No, I hope not. Yeah, we got a few people back home and watching here. We really appreciate you guys. A lot of people at home that can't make it, and a lot of people who watch these games. And, you know, it's a big deal to get to see it at home and see these guys on TV. And, man, I'm just super proud of it.
Absolutely.
Proud of our whole county. Had a super atmosphere, and you won't find a better game than that.
No, you won't. I think you really give them their money's worth, to say the least. You give them some, we like to say, extra basket. You give them some free basketball. Right. So, Coach, I'm here with Robert Scott Creech and Caleb Creech of the Wolfe County Wolves. They're moving on. Won't you stay with us? We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back for the post-game show for the Hazard and Knott County game. Guys, congratulations.
Okay, I hope to get everybody back up here. I think we play at 3 o'clock Saturday, and you know, we're going to go back home tomorrow and try to get ready for the winner of this game. And
absolutely. I'm sure you're going to stick around and catch some of this game. You got to
get back on the road here.
Either way you look at it, you've got a very tough competitor in Knott and Hazard.
Oh, yeah. But we're in the Final Four. Glad to be there.
Absolutely.
And we're going to go at it here we play.
Absolutely. Coach, again, congratulations. Congratulations, Caleb, on winning player of the game as well. Look forward to seeing you the rest of the tournament.
I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Guys, we'll be back after this.
TVS TVS Cable has everything you need to stay entertained. Video services with all your favorite channels and local sports on Hometown 24. Ask about digital voice service for home and business. High-speed internet so you never fall behind in a game. There's something for all ages. We've got you covered. Sit back and enjoy everything TVS has to offer. Stay connected with TVS. Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
My name is Isabella, and I am from Madison County, Kentucky. Instead of choosing a larger university, I chose to attend Alice Lloyd College because I wanted a more personal college experience. The small class sizes provide a close relationship between students and professor that isn't possible at any other university. ALC is more than a place to learn, it is a place to grow, serve, and lead. Learn more at alc.edu.
No one likes an uninvited guest, especially when that guest is a potentially dangerous pest. So call Bluegrass Pest Management and let the pros take care of your problem. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, providing much-needed jobs to local people. With 3 locations in Hazard, London, and Hindman, they treat rats, mice, roaches, bed bugs, termites, and many more. Open Monday through Friday and now servicing all of Kentucky. Say goodbye to your uninvited guests today. Call Bluegrass Pest Management.
Oh my goodness, Brady! Welcome back.
We had a great match up there.
Just exactly. I don't think we could have expected any more from either team, either Al's or Estill.
Yeah,
I'm tore up. I'm nervous. I'm tore from the floor.
Wolfe County. We had a great matchup tonight. I mean, we anticipated that, and we saw what we expected. And we talked about beforehand. What I said was, when you think of 14th Region basketball, you hear that name, Caleb Creech, and he lived up to that popularity tonight.
He was our 14th Region player of the game, and we said that coming in. Caleb is so poised as a sophomore. He does such a great job. There's nobody better.
No.
There's nobody better. In that moment, who do you want to put in the position?
Exactly him.
Exactly. And guys, we got coming up next, we got Knott County and Hazard.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about that. How excited are we?
Well, I think that it's important to note that Knott County will be stronger tonight, hopefully, as we see Michael Gibson, a starter.
A little insight.
Come back to this game. And we've heard that he looked good in practice the other day, they said.
Yeah, he did.
So hopefully he plays to his ability that he did before he was injured. If we see that tonight, I think we see a great game here.
Oh, yeah, expecting nothing less, nothing short of a great game. Great atmosphere. We've got a sold-out crowd. There's hardly any room left.
We were struggling to get to the set.
Yeah, we were struggling. Struggling's the word for it, guys. It's time.
It's time.
It's time.
It's game time.
It's game time. We've got the Estill County band has left us.
Unfortunately, we don't have the concert anymore, man.
No
They sounded great, though. They sounded great.
It really had me hyped up. I'm happy for the.
You heard that trainer rolling, man.
55th District is representing well here in this tournament. Both teams move on, knocking off a very, very good Estill County team.
Appreciate every single one of you joining us tonight. Stay tuned right here on HD24 as we bring to you Knott Central versus the Hazard Bulldogs.
This is the 4th app. I don't remember any of these passwords.
With so many subscriptions, it can be impossible to keep up.
Who said that?
Don't worry about who I am. Worry about all the money you're losing paying for all these subscriptions.
I have to use like 13 to watch all the shows I want to watch.
Then sign up for TVS. With TVS, you have all your favorite shows with just one bill. So stop throwing away money and throw away those subscriptions.
Magellan, what should we do with all this money we save by switching to TVS?